Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Just taking this battery out of my truck. I was gonna go to Walmart and get like 4 more batteries, but like I said, they're completely out of stock. I'm trying my lavalier. Billy Wright over one of my subscribers told me it's pronounced lavalier, not lavalier. Whatever. Anyway, my lavalier. So I'm trying it out for my pretty much my second time, I guess. I hope I sound pretty good. I'm gonna check it after I do this. But so anyway, kind of a busy morning this morning. It's a Saturday. It's cold. It's about 35 or so, and about 10 o'clock in the morning. And so when I woke up today, I'm on the bowl. I'm on my Let Go app, and I'm looking, and there was this free Yard Machines tractor. It's not called Yard Machines. I forget what it's called, but it's a yard. It's exactly like that. It has the Rodimus Prime hood, MTD tractor, you know, and he was giving it away for free. Problem was, it's in Southampton. That's a good 2 hours away from me. So I passed it on to my buddy Larry, who's still an hour and 45 minutes away for him, you know. And then when I also passed it on to my friend Nick from Medford, who's halfway there. But Nick from Medford says, oh yeah, I saw that. It's still too far away from me, you know. So it's too far away for him. It's pretty far away from me, you know. But Larry went to go get it with his girlfriend. And in the beginning, the guy who was giving it away said that, oh, a lot of people are coming. I gave the address out to a lot of people, and first come, first serve. And I'm like, dude, I mean, you can't do that. What if my friend Larry is driving 2 hours away to go get it, and some guy that's 15 minutes away from you already got it? You're not telling him that it's gone already, so he's driving 2 hours there, not knowing that it's gone. By the time he gets there, it's gone. He's gonna be pissed, you know what I mean? So the guy was, you know, obviously didn't know what the hell he was doing, right? So he's like, oh yeah, I never thought of it that way, you know, so I guess he's saving it for Larry. So Larry's on his way over there. I told him to get some video of it, see if it's interesting, you know. But anyway, today, it's slim pickings for me, man. As you guys know, I've been doing videos on my lavalier and how to YouTube and all that stuff because it's slim pickings for me. I pretty much am no longer overwhelmed, which is great. I mean, I've got like 4 or 5 little small lawnmower engines that I could fix or tear apart, you know, whichever. But that stuff is not really too pressing, you know. I also got that free weed eater leaf blower that I could fix, but I just don't want to, you know what I mean? Small, tiny parts and stuff. So my Lt1000 that's in the backyard, it's been there for all winter. I haven't moved it, right? Front 2 wheels are flat. It's a hydrostatic transmission, so unless you fix the flats, you're not going to be able to push it or drive it anywhere. Not to mention the fact that I haven't started it all winter, so I don't even know if it starts, you know. I'm short on batteries, so I got to swap batteries around just to get it. If I bring that into the garage to mess with it, I have to take my Murray out of there that doesn't have a battery, you know. So I'm going to be busy today, try to get a battery into the Murray so that the Murray will start to get it into the backyard so I can get the Lt1000 fired up and switch the 2 front wheels and bring it into the garage. Reason why I want to bring the Lt1000 into the garage? Well, I want to do a pulley swap. That's right. That Lt1000 does not have a deck. It doesn't even have the brackets for a deck because the guy I got it from took it all apart, and so to take it apart, it takes you all day to take it apart. It'll take you 2 days to put the stuff back on there again, which I don't have. I mean, I have some of those hanger rods and brakes and all that stuff, but I don't have a deck, so it's no point. So I just went and checked, and it looked like it worked pretty well. Put in the battery, charging it up, putting it in here, trying to get it started so I can bring this to the backyard. But I'm charging my receiver right now. I don't know, man. That's probably one thing that you really need is for it to work for long periods of time, not just for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So I think the battery life on these things is not very good. So I'm using my little furry thing for now. Battery's in. Let's see if it starts. I put a multimeter to it. It says 10.4. That should be enough to start. Maybe. Choke. And you can just tell that it's a slow crank, you know. Then I have to put a charger to it. Let's try it now. Battery start mode. Well, all right. Got the Murray parked over here in the back. I'm running out of parking spaces, so it's got to be there. I'm going to have to order some new tubes because I don't have any more tires that have good tubes. And I've got so many tires, but they're all flat, you know. This battery is dead. I just tried starting it, so I'm going to have to try to find a jumper somewhere. So of course it hasn't been easy for me. Battery's dead on this thing. My jumper pack is dead, so I can't start this engine. So I just went and pumped up these two tires. They have slow leaks in them, but I pumped them up just so I can get them to my garage. But charging the battery pack now. I'm going to try to push this. It's a hydrostatic, so you're not going to move it unless you lift the corner, you know, so that the wheel is, one wheel is off the ground in the back. You'll be able to push it out. Push it out so I can replace these two. Those tires have always come off the bead, so I'm going to put regular 15 by 6 by 6 wheels on them. Even though they have slow leaks, just want to get them out of this area. So that kind of sucked. I took the two front mini tractor tires off because they always come off the bead, right? I was gonna just pump up two 6-inch wheels and put them on there, but they have slow leaks. So what I did was I pumped them up, and then when I was in the shed, I saw these two, you know, terrible tread. They're all rounded off, whatever, but they hold air, you know. And they were off the yellow MTD Cub Cadet that I had. And I said that MTD tires or wheels do not fit on Craftsman's or Murray's or anything like that. But then I was looking at it, and actually the MTD front wheels have these plastic little flanges in them, you know, plastic. If you remove those, they'll fit onto the axle, right? But then there's a difference of like a little more than half an inch. I'll guess 5/8 or so of a distance. So I had to go cut a couple of washers, spacers, that would fit onto that axle so that the wheels won't go in and out like that, you know. So those are actually MTD wheels that I got on a Craftsman when I said that they wouldn't fit. Well, they won't fit unless you take the spacers out, you know. So they fit on there now. I know they're terrible tread, but they hold air, which is important, you know. At the same time, I replaced a wheel in the back over there too because that one wasn't holding air. What a big problem, you know. And of course, the thing took longer because as I walked away to go get something, right, Boba stole my screwdriver. So he's running around with a screwdriver in his mouth, right? Then once I was able to track that down, he took that greasy cap, you know, the part that caps the axle. He took, see, now he wants to grab the glove. It's unbelievable, this guy. So I had to run around trying to chase him there. I mean, he probably has grease in his mouth, you know? It's just a silly dog, I swear. But anyway, so it's not starting, man, because I need to charge this battery up, you know, and I'm a little impatient because it won't even crank without me charging up this battery. Look. It's kind of turning now, but it needs more juice is all. So I gotta wait until the battery charges, you know, for me to be able to try to start this thing up, you know. In the meantime, I'm gonna go find a pulley. So I just went in the backyard and into the shed. I'm in the backyard. This is a spindle pulley for a mower deck of a Kees Yazoo walk-behind commercial lawnmower. As you guys know from previous episodes, I found that on the, did I find it on the street? No, you know, I went to some guy's house and got it. I sold the engine for about $275, and then I stripped the whole thing of its parts. Sold some of the stuff from it on eBay, and this is a very heavy, excellent condition pulley. As you guys know, the double stack pulley that goes on to the bottom of the crankshaft of that tractor, the pulley's like maybe this size. So this isn't like a tremendously big pulley, but if you know the hydrostatic transmissions on these LT1000s, right? The transmission pulley is not the big, super big kind. It's actually kind of small. So when you have two small pulleys, I think it's going to do a lot. You know what I mean? So the pulley's got to be bigger on the front crankshaft one, and this is going to be about an inch in diameter bigger. So hopefully this is a 1-inch shaft, right? And it's got a place for a keyway, which I can just shove a keyway in there. And in addition, it also has a Allen screw bolt in there that you can tighten it between the pulley and the shaft. So I'm going to try to put this on its side somehow, right? And remove the double stack pulley from that engine and put this pulley on and see if the drive belt is going to accommodate it. So as you can see, I've got it tilted on its side here. I'm going to take a 5/8 socket, take off this pulley. There we go. Because I have the brake on, as you can see, I've got like a lot of I've got a crank seal there. It's probably bad. What a mess. Okay, as you can see, the drive pulley for this stock double stack pulley is this diameter. This is the diameter I want to put it on. So it's going to be, you know, significantly larger than the stock one. I have a feeling that the belt is not going to fit. Let's see if it's the same diameter though. It is the same diameter and it does fit. However, the pulley is such where it's so much bigger, right, that it's touching the keepers. Here's a close-up look at it. While the diameter of the shaft, of the crankshaft, does fit my pulley, right, the pulley is in the way of these greasy keepers there that hold the belt or prevent the belt from slipping off the pulley, the drive pulley. In addition, you'll look at the idler pulley is extremely close to the to the pulley itself. It's just holding it on there, so I'm not sure whether or not that's good or not. So I removed the keeper, and actually, it just fits in between that idler pulley and the tensioner pulley there. See, I mean, it doesn't even touch. Like, the idler pulley is in between it. You know what I'm saying? So, also, the belt. The belt won't fit over it because it's too short. So I'm going to remove this belt, right? And go and see if I can find one that's maybe an inch or two longer. So check this out, fellas. I tried like 4 different belts. This one seems to fit just right. And this is such with the hydraulic transmission that the belt just has to be on there. And it doesn't matter if it's tight or not, except if you wanted to use the brakes. Because with a hydrostatic, as you know, you push the shifter forward, it goes forward. You push it to the middle, that's neutral. You push it to the back, and that's reverse. So that's how it works. The belt can always stay tight on there without having your brake. But the brake is there to loosen the belt so it doesn't go around the pulley, you know. This is such where the belt is just right that it's turning no matter what. So we'll see how it works. Giving you a closer look here. This is the back transmission pulley, as you can see, right beneath that fan. It came with a 1/2 width drive belt, but I upgraded it to a 5/8. So the 5/8 fits over the rear transmission pulley. Goes through this keeper here on the bottom. Goes through this tensioner pulley, right? This is attached to the brake lever, so that when you touch the brake lever or push it down, this thing releases. When you let go of it, it pushes down, giving it tension to the belt over this idler pulley that goes over the keeper. That goes to my new Kees Yazoo spindle pulley that I put on there, which is designed to be 5/8. So it fit on there perfectly. Now I got a keyway here, which I'm going to bang in there and then tighten it with this Allen screw that pushes downwards on this. In addition, there's another Allen over here that tightens the pulley onto the shaft. So that ought to do it. I just, after I've done this pulley swap, all I need to do is get the engine started and see if this thing works, you know. But this has been very interesting. I mean, I'm fortunate to have spare belts lying around, you know what I mean? But it has been very interesting, and for me to just do it like this is pretty cool. A little worried about the idler pulley so close to the tensioner, but honestly, this is just to guide this belt over there, you know what I mean? Theoretically, you don't even really need it. If you took that off, this would simply just go around this idler pulley. But this just helps it keep it in place so it doesn't fall off, you know what I mean? Theoretically, if you just made this pulley smaller, it'd be it would work, you know, but it's in between this, you know, the guides. So it ought to be okay. I just got to find a way to knock that key in there, tighten that, and that ought to be good. Then, of course, getting this thing started is another story. Okay, guess I'll just try to start it. It's much better. So it was sucking all kinds of gas in there, but I don't know. The gas doesn't look very good. Gas looks cloudy and frozen. It's very bad. Looks like very yucky gas. I don't think it's gonna start. Even though it seemed like it might have. Look at the condition of that gas. It's frozen and like yellow Mountain Dew Slurpee, you know? And that's why I don't like fuel pumps. Gravity fed is the best. Just took the air cleaner cover off and the air filter and all that other stuff. It doesn't seem like it's getting any fuel for some reason. I hate fuel pumps. So I'm going to help it out by putting a little bit of carb cleaner in here. Today I'm using contact cleaner from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. Just give it a pretty decent squirt. You're a squirt. See if it'll fire up. Choke. Ah. So it's a fuel pump problem. Because it starts up just fine with fuel, with carb cleaner, you know? Let's give that a try again and see if maybe once it's running, right, the pulse will, you know, prompt the fuel pump to work better and start pushing some fuel out. Maybe. Priming it and letting it run is a way to do that. But if your battery is just jacked and just not strong enough, it's not going to work. Just go to engine start mode. It needs to charge a little bit more. Well, you know what? It's getting late. You didn't expect me to do an pulley swap all in one episode, did you? Especially with one that has been sitting all winter. I actually did remove this carburetor one time to try it on that 14 episode one, remember? Yeah, that's right. I wonder why that didn't work out. Oh, you know why? Because remember, I cleaned it again, so it's going to take a long time for it to fill up with fuel from the fuel pump, you know what I mean? To fill up into the bowl. That might be it, but I'm not sure. But as long as we know that the engine starts with carburetor cleaner, right? We know that it runs. It's the fuel pump that might be hinky. But remember, I have another carburetor that I could try in my next episode. So we removed the double stack pulley, the original stock one from here. That pulley was about that big. I put a pulley that's about that big, you know, I'd say 5 or 6 inches of a pulley.
That's from a Kees Yazoo pulley from the spindle of a mower deck of a Kees walk-behind commercial landscaping mower. That fit great, you know, it's a 5/8 width. I got a 5/8 belt on there that I found back there. And I removed the keepers. We got it all on here. I got it all settled on here. I replaced the 2 front wheels with other wheels, MTD wheels, which I said wouldn't fit, but they fit if you take the spacers out. And then you have to make some other spacers for it to work, so you can adapt MTD wheels to fit on here. I also replaced 1 rear wheel on this one because it had a slow leak in it. So now all the tires hold air. Swap the pulley, change the belt. I'm going to get this engine fired up on our next episode and see if we can drive this around and see how much faster it is with that pulley swap. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at mowersblowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.